I have to be honest with you. I said the intro sentence on the bike completely randomly in the moment. And the rest of the day, till now to sunset, I couldn't stop thinking of this my whole day. Because it's a big sentence. I quit my job for something. And the more I thought about it, the more I turned to question who actually owns your or my time. Because since we are all kids, our time belongs to anyone. School tells you when to sit down or when you're allowed to go outside. Lately, your boss, your inbox, your calendar decides where you have to be at what time. You learn to be on time for everyone except yourself. I did that for my whole life, especially in corporate, as I've been a managing director in the past years. If someone said, you need to be in that city at 9 a.m., I was on that flight. If someone said, late call, or the calendar said so, I was on that call for years.
Can I call you Rose? 'Cause your thorns won't let love in too soon.
Even though this video is not just about me, but also your mornings, I thought it's fair to give you a little bit of backstory. Because I'm 32 now, my name is Garrett, and this is my YouTube channel. For the last 13 years, I've worked in corporate jobs, from sales to marketing, to then being a managing director for the last years. Having over 100 people in my team, multi-9-figure revenues, all these fancy things. But this year was quite big for me. I became a dad for the first time and decided that the life I lived is not the life I want to live anymore. So I took my new little family to move from Germany to the other side of the world, to a little tiny beach town near Cape Town, and went all in on this YouTube channel. And honestly, to live my life a bit more intentionally. So when I said this morning, this is the morning ride I quit my job for, it's not just a fancy YouTube title. It's kinda honest. It's a good summary of this year. So let me talk you through why this matters. Not just for me and my thoughts, but also for you maybe. Somewhere on this ride today, I realized how wild it is that we don't actually own our time. I mean, I didn't quit my job because I didn't like to work. I like working hard, but my best energy of my day was always reserved for someone else. And the things that always matters, and that is definitely having a nice morning ride with a friend, were always postponed. I was sharp at the PowerPoints and my meetings, but I wasn't really by myself. And I mean, I didn't quit from one moment to another. I saved some money, I started building something else, but I was thinking, do I keep giving my prime years to someone else? And trust me, now being self-employed with YouTube is not easy. I mean, it looks nice, I'm sure. Cape Town, ride with the boys. So it is as good as it looks, don't get me wrong. Even also now, being able to be here at sunset. But it's not some quit your job and everything is easy story. Because I was disciplined and prepared for that step. So I don't have to think about money every single day now. Because at the same time, I'm self-employed now with this YouTube thing. So there is no guaranteed salary anymore. No paid vacation, no sick leave, no bonus. If a brand deal falls through or a video flops, it hits my business and my family. It's on me. The difference is, now I decide when I carry that pressure on my shoulders. I don't have to sprint home from a ride to join a meeting just because someone dropped an invoice. That happened while training in the mornings when I had a corporate job. And if I want to pull a coffee after the ride to Grant and talk nonsense for another 15 minutes, I just do it. Can I come around?
Yes, you can.
What do you want?
Flat white, please.
No, not for you. Alright,
I'll have a double.
Now I'm under pressure. Eh?
Double oat milk latte chai, please. One kickstand will do. Oh yes! It's good! It's good!
There you have yours.
Not bad.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
Can I start tomorrow?
Look at that. Yes, you must.
Is
this what the swans look like in South Africa?
Yeah.
Perfect.
How is it?
Bit cold.
Cold?
Yeah, a bit cold.
You honest?
No, it's great. It's really good. It's good.
And trust me, it still takes me to finally unlearn what I've learned for all these years, to have the feeling that this is okay. Because this is how it should be, right? And to me, this is worth more than every title that I ever could have. But I didn't know how hard it can be to live at my own cloth. So I really honestly think that sometimes it can be easier to work for someone else. Being full-time self-employed for the first time in my life, I'm honest, sometimes it's easier to follow, even if it doesn't make sense, what someone else tells you to do. Because when you work for somebody else, it's very easy to hide behind being busy instead of thinking about what you should do by yourself. I can't train because I'm busy. It's almost comfortable. You always have a reason. And when you're on your own, I figured that this excuse completely vanished. So I'm honest, I had some pretty bad mental days since I'm self-employed. I had days where I felt like when something didn't work, there was no one to blame. Like all my life, I could blame someone else, a colleague, the company, the system. But now it's on me. And sometimes that felt heavier than just doing what the calendar says. We all want freedom, but sometimes it's easier to let someone else decide what our freedom looks like. So this is not me telling you to quit your job and join me on Sunset here. You might have a job that supports your family and gives you enough time to ride at the weekends and you like the structure. I'm not here to judge that. I'm here to tell you, like, take your time seriously. Are you living by your own clock or by somebody else's? Because once you have had a taste of your own morning and your own versions of life, it's very hard to go back. I can't imagine that now. How hard the struggle can be at some days. The deal is simple now. I want to design my days around my bike, my son, my wife, and then the world and work I actually believe in. I don't want to be the guy that only rides on Sunday morning and hopes the weather is okay. It's on me to get my schedule done. But I want Wednesdays that feel like Sunday, man. I want that so badly. I want to joke around after the ride because I felt like it. Do the coffee for grand. And I don't want to stress about meetings I should be at. And if this video did anything for you, maybe don't just think about my ride, think about yours. If nobody expected anything for one morning a week, how would you spend it? Would you still choose the same routine, or would you do something different? And now imagine that times every morning in the week. How would you spend your morning when you don't have a job, when money doesn't matter? But don't think about retirement, think about you need to do something. What would it be? It can be hard, trust me. But maybe you don't need to quit your own job. You just need one protected morning, one honest conversation, one step towards a life that actually feels like yours. Because our lives, man, will be so quickly over. So thanks for riding along and keep watching these videos. For me, it was just important to do another one of these after the I quit my job video. Sometimes I'm like, who cares, bro? But after I said this sentence in the morning, I was like, nah, I'm going to do that video, give a little update, my thoughts about how important it is. I mean, I'm 32 now. My days I'm not getting stronger anymore. So the 30s is the last decade. I can be in the best physical shape. I know there's more potential. So if I keep pretending that it's someone else's fault, I'm not taking that responsibility, I won't be happy in 10 years. So I'm doing it now, even though it is uncomfortable at some days. And I just want to share that with you because I hope no one else needs to have that regret. Time ownership and responsibility isn't always easy, but it's so worth it. Can be the most fulfilling days in your life, so I wouldn't want to choose otherwise. Thanks so much for tuning in into that little ride / sunset talk. I'm still going to use that footage for another video, so you may see some scenes twice, but yeah, I actually didn't mean to do it in this video. So see you in the next one, and thanks for tuning in, following my journey. If you want to get my struggle a bit less, just send this video to someone you want to do a morning ride with, to share my channel, my journey, and maybe, if you haven't so, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. See you in the next one. Take care.